One of my fondest memories of Yitzhak is when he asked me if I was considering going to graduate school. I said, Yitzhak, I can't afford to go to graduate school. He says, Lori, my friend, do not worry. You can apply and get an assistantship. I'll write you a letter of recommendation. And that's exactly what happened. I went to graduate school in mathematics, and then I went on to teach mathematics, and I eventually became a dean. And it's all thanks to Yitzhak asking me that question. Thank you, Yitzhak.
Yitzhak has been an amazing mentor to me, and I truly appreciate him. Over the years, he has supported my professional development in many ways. During one of my most difficult moments in my PhD journey, when one day my advisor told me he couldn't work with me anymore and he wouldn't also be able to guarantee my degree, I was devastated and I almost gave up. But Yitzhak encouraged me and urged me to appeal. I did, and I prevailed. I will never, never, never forget that moment. Thank you, Yitzhak.
Hi, Yitzhak. Hey, what does a physicist and marine archaeologist have in common? Over 50 years at Stockton. Happy retirement. You certainly earned it.
Hi, Yitzhak. Rabbi Meir here. I'd like to say thank you and wish you well on behalf of the Jewish community at Stockton. Thank you so much for everything you've done over the years, and it really means a lot when you check in and email us and call us to see how things are going. I will always cherish those menorah lightings at the campus center in front of the fireplace, and I'd like to bless you with health and happiness. Thank you.
Hi. When I first met Yitzhak, he said, "My friend." And I was just about to fail out of my second college, and he brought me down to the bursar's office. I got to meet another one of his friends. From there, he continued to help encourage me that I wasn't going too slow if I patiently listened hard and asked good questions and listened good to the answers and believed that I would be able to pick out the value in the answers, that I'd be adding value to a team. And I've taken that forward through my career. And I'm proud to consider myself one of Yitzhak's friends. Congratulations, Yitzhak. Happy retirement.
About a half century ago, I graduated from Stockton with a BS in physics. My first encounter with Yitz was when he was a young professor at Stockton and I was a student in his modern physics course at Widener and Sells. In fact, I still have the book. What struck me most about Yitz's lectures was that he always seemed to be chewing something. Sometimes it was a large hoagie roll, which made perfect sense since the class met around lunchtime. Other times, however, it appeared to be a rubber band. To this day, I am entirely not sure whether he was conducting a dietary experiment or demonstrating the elastic properties of rubber. He was always animated in his course and during his lecture. In fact, according to the Heisenberg uncertainty principle, his exact position and momentum could never be known simultaneously. Yitz, thank you for wonderful memories, the physics lessons that I learned, the chess lessons that were so much fun. I wish you all the best in your retirement. May your future be filled with good health, great chess games, and unlimited supply of hoagie rolls, and perhaps the occasional rubber band. Good luck and thank you.
Hello, Yitzhak. I'm sorry I can't be there in person to wish you well and tell you that there is life after retirement. Well, one thing was important was that you were hired in 72 and I was in 73, and Hal Taylor had been hired in 71. So we were the early trio, and you were the major motivator of applying for physics as a program. And without your dogged persistence, I don't think we would have had a degree program in physics. You were really the leader and the inspiration, and really appreciate that. But I just want to say you've been a dear friend and a dear colleague, and it meant so much to me and to the physics program and to Stockton for all you've done. And you'll always be remembered